What's up, America? It's Angel again. And today I'll be covering a few different things. But ultimately, it comes down to protecting freedoms and rights. The first thing I wanted to talk about was the ridiculously short sighted comments that were aimed at the protesters, specifically the Mexicans that carried Mexican flags while standing against the deterioration of the 14th Amendment, mass deportations, and the wanton rounding up of individuals by ICE. The onlookers who saw these protests would spout ignorant and blatant racist bullshit. Among the popular things, they would say, if you like it so much, why don't you just go back? Anyways, or shouldn't you just have an American flag? Well, first off, if you carry the flag, it's not just about the country, it's representation, it's identity. That's the point. Who do you think the primary victims are that get ambushed by these cowards from ICE who are just trying to go about their daily lives, hardworking people? They get put into a witch hunt. Those faces need representation. Otherwise, it's just another brown face to the ignorant racist. The cultures that are under attack show their identity to the onlookers to let them know I stand for justice against discrimination. That's what this flag means in these protests. As for holding just the American flag alone, especially in these current times, it's been known to turn its back against the immigrants so many times in the past when it's convenient, just like the end of the Braceros program. Another thing. Why the fuck does the Mexican flag specifically bother y'all? Yet, during sports and holidays, hell, even the UN's headquarters in New York show multinational flags visible. It's never even occupied a single little bit of space in those empty heads until Trump opened his pompous mouth. Another thought is even if protesters wrapped themselves in the American flag and sung the Star Spangled Banner, they'd still be looked at as the bad guys. It's similar to the Native Americans, the Cherokees, who attempted to follow these tight constraints of Andrew Jackson's policies to be properly assimilated, which they went along with. And this was a part of the Indian Removal Act of 1830, which later led to the Trail of Tears, unfortunately, because even after winning Worcester versus Georgia against the Supreme Court, the ruling, Jackson refused to enforce it. So even if you dot your I's, cross your T's, the ignorant racist movement Trump greased the wheels of wouldn't care what flag you were holding. Just like the natives, you'd be viewed negatively for wanting your rights and freedoms. Speaking of MAGA, their favorite German-Scottish immigrant, why do you want to trample on the 14th Amendment's birth clause, Donnie? Fred and Mary were from Europe, and when they got here in New York, where you and them benefited greatly. See, I even use your favorite word, great, like the benefits which granted them citizenship to all persons born naturalized in the United States, 1868. You're a coward to deny those same privileges mommy and daddy got, John. The recent pettifogging, unprofessional, sad, and mannerless displays you put on when you were speaking to Zelensky, my next topic, he's Ukraine's voice, and you brought one man in a room full of your sycophant cohorts to bully him. It was like a scene in Mean Girls. It was downright embarrassing. You have to be the face of the US, yet you act like a dramatic tween. Meanwhile, the do the roar kid from Shrek, Vance, asked questions he didn't even want answers to. He just spoke over them. And this hypocrite had the audacity to tell him, say thank you. Meanwhile, that same chubby-faced nobody in 2016 was a critic of Trump, saying he was a never-Trumper and Trump is America's Hitler. Yes, he said that. And now he currently happily licks the boots of Trump to a pristine shine. Well, now we know why Trump keeps him around. He has to have someone take care of those shoes while he spends all his time in Mar-a-Lago golf courses telling us Americans to shut up about egg prices. Unlike him, Zelensky has shown more American-like bravado defending his country against Trump's favorite guy, the lying warmonger Putin. Yet Americans see some goblin in Trump's room telling Zelensky, "Where's your suit?" over Elon, the apartheid Nazi who parades around with his midlife crisis wear, dismantling our veterans care, elders care, and the Department of Education. We need to oppose those real internal threats and not be distracted by all the gaslighting they do. This shouldn't be between left and right. It should be bottom versus top because the bloated billionaires of the world are watching it burn. Till next time.